Chinese man goes to the eye doctor, and the doctor says, "Well, you have a cataract." "No," says the Chinese man, "I have a Rincon Continental."
Welcome to the Rendezvous podcast. This week you got Davis and Zach, and back by popular demand, we have our esteemed agricultural correspondent, Art.
Welcome,
who will no doubt have some tractor thoughts for us. Those will come at the end of the show. First off, just thought we'd update you on our lives. Been a kind of hectic week for me, at least. Last week I was driving all over the state. I probably put 1,500 miles on my truck, just going Laramie, Sheridan, Cody, Sheridan, Laramie, back to Sheridan, back to Cody, fucking all over. Just started a job this week in Cody, so that's where I'll be for the next few years.
Nice.
So I don't know, this week, like, just trying to get moved in and stuff and, like, get everything good and organized like I want it to be. I just feel like I have been so flustered all week. I was driving around today and I'm going, what fucking, like, every time I do something, 2 more tasks I need to do pop into my brain, and it's like, fuck, it's never ending.
Yeah, dude, I feel that.
Damn adulthood. Zach, you've been teaching, or student teaching, I should say.
Yeah. Yep, I've been student teaching, but I've been doing some teaching during my student teaching. It's been cool. I'm back at the junior high, so I'm seeing some of, like, the little brothers of the guys that we graduated with. So it's kind of fun to joke around with them in the halls and give them some shit every now and then. But yeah, it's been fun. I subbed today for one of the other history teachers in the 8th grade, and so that was kind of cool to see a little bit different group of kids and work with them. So it's been fun. It's been really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Art, you've been ranching, correct?
Bet all the time.
What this time of year, it's February. What's your date? What do you do on a daily basis when you're not really? It's not the growing season. What do you do during the day?
So I'll give you my day-by-day rundown. 7:30, go to work. Then I head out to my tractor, get it started. Then go dink around in the shop, look at what I need to get done in the day. Then I go back when my tractor's nice and warm. Go out, feed my boss's cows. And then it takes me about roughly just under 3 hours to feed. Then I come back and
why does it take you so long to feed?
Because I usually feed about 15 bales of hay a day. And so I just got to go through all these different pastures, diversing the 15 bales to split up whatever's in that pasture. So that's why it takes me 3 hours.
I don't know about you, Zach, but I would have never guessed it would take that long to feed cows.
Yeah, I mean, I would have imagined it would take, like, half a day, maybe. But, yeah.
Well, Davis is thinking it was shorter, didn't you?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah,
well,
I thought
you say it took you, Dylan? You said 13 hours, right?
No, I said 3 hours.
Oh.
Roughly under 3 hours.
Okay, no, then I guess that is about what I imagined.
Takes me 13 hours a day to feed, then I gotta go home and get at least 11 hours of sleep so I can do it all again. Well,
Gotta feed yourself.
So
after I feed,
how
I
many
usually
cows
get,
do you run?
how many cows do I run?
Yeah. Or
Last
do
time I
you or
counted
does
about
your boss
1,000.
run?
Last time I counted my cow herd is about 1,000 head. My boss is about 1,500. My boss runs special polled Herefords that we sell their genetics and sell bulls of them, bulls and heifers every spring. So theirs is a little bit more demanding because like my herd's just a commercial herd and theirs is a purebred herd. So they need to have papers done on them and they need to be fed right so they look good when people come to see them and stuff.
What are you eating?
Hot wings. What are you eating?
Nothing. My
Just by
dinner
the
was
look of
2
that
hours
napkin.
ago.
Oh, sorry. I just got home from work.
No, you're fine. I'm just the reason I didn't hear you say 3 hours is because I was distracted by you tearing into that chicken wing and the tiny little part of your shirt that's covering your junk right now on my computer screen.
Shirt cocking it. Just shirt cocking it for the boys.
So I probably missed everything you just said.
Zach's too distracted by the
Shirt cock.
Adonis body that is art.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's your Monday, right? Is that what you
Like,
do this
well,
or
that's
not?
just my morning. That's just my morning.
Okay.
Every morning.
Okay.
7 days a week. Every day's a Monday.
Yeah.
So in the morning I go feed. Then after that I usually go to the shop, or if it's a nice day we got like outdoor projects to the projects kind of get us caught up with what we missed out on in the summer.
Sure.
So then I weld for the majority of the afternoon. Then about 4 o'clock I go out and do a second feed shift because we're calving right now. My boss is, and it's supposed like there's proven scientifically proven that if you feed your cows in the evening, they're less likely to calve over the night. They'll do it more in the day.
That's pretty interesting.
So we feed them about 4 o'clock, and then after that I either go if I got something like going on in the shop that needs to get out real fast, I'll go back to the shop. If I'm just working on my winter projects, then I just get in my pickup and go home.
So, did you guys just now start calving?
Yes.
So do you is there a preference to calve early or later? Because I know it can, if there's a late spring snowstorm, it could be tough on those calves. So what are your thoughts on that?
Most people in this area will calve in like later March, April, and then May and June because the weather's nice. But since like my boss is a registered herd, we have to calve in February. So in March we can sell yearling bulls instead of, this one's only 11 months old bull. So it can all be yearling this, yearling that.
Oh.
So
When you calve this early, what's typically the success rate of getting those calves to survive these spring snowstorms?
100%. Just because
They're that good?
No, they're not, they're actually like pets. So you have to baby them. Just because every calf will come through our barn, which has heaters, and they'll warm up the calf, and then it won't be let out till we make sure it's up and sucking, eating supper. I mean to say, sorry, liberal nation, but
Okay.
once it's up and eating its supper, we let it sit in there a little bit. We usually let them out in the mornings. So if it's calves about noon, it can be in there for up to frickin' 20 hours. But they'll all go through the barn, get all dried off, and then we put them out into pens for the first 3 or 4 days. to watch their health. And the wins have windbreaks and straw bedded so the calves don't freeze up from the wind, and the straw keeps them warm from the temperature. Then after the 3 days, we'll move them out to fields, depending on different fields that have this, like that have their own variety of cows. Like one field will have commercial heifers, one will have commercial steers, depending on like what they had as a calf or what their calf is. Then another one will be registered heifers, and another one will be registered bulls. So then with them splitting them up like that, I go through and feed hay all the time. Come like March and April, I'll go through every other day and feed hay. So I'm looking at the health and making sure they're all fine too. They're all like all healthy and safe and ready to go for the next day. So that's really how my boss keeps very healthy and has 100% calving ratios and everything.
So, how many calves will you guys have this year?
At work, we have 450 cows to calve out.
Wow.
And they're all, if they were dry cows, so they were not impregnated, we sold them. So we only kept the ones that were carrying a baby. So with that, we won't have a 100% calving ratio, because some calves are born stillborn and some get kicked. Like we can't just stop a cow from kicking her calf in the head a couple times on accident. So we will have a couple deals go on, but we're usually in the high 90% ratio on calving, on the calf ratio, I guess it'd be called.
Oh. So that sounds like a pretty full day. So really, you're pretty much during the summer when sun's up at 5:30 and doesn't set till 9, you're working all day, but you still pretty much work full days when you're during the winter, correct?
Yeah, in the winter I usually, like between like November and December, or November and January, I'll lose about 100 hours compared to any other month, just because the daylight's down, so it's hard to work the daylight numbers are lower, so it's hard to work in the dark.
What kind of, you said you occasionally work on winter projects. What do those entail?
So winter projects are stuff my boss says during the summer is like, when we're in the winter, you can work on that, blah, blah, blah. So right now I'm working on I'm building a panel trailer to carry all of our portable panels, since our old one the one that we have right now is not in the bestest of shape. So I'm just building a new one from scratch. Then also we're building a fencing wagon for the summertime, so we can, it'll be easier on us when we go out fencing every day.
Nice.
But that's about all my winter shop projects I got going on now. But then, like, when people break stuff in the morning or any time of the day, it usually ends up in my face. Because I'm the fix-all guy. They all call Dylan when they need somebody to figure shit out.
You mean they
Cut
call
that
Art?
shit. Cut that shit. I revealed my identity.
It's not the first time.
I know. Just keep it rolling. Let's go.
Well, that's a lot of work. How many people are out there working on the ranch with you?
There's my coworker Jake and my coworker Emily, and then my boss.
You're dripping ranch.
I wish we could. You gotta post this video. This is hilarious.
Yeah. I might try it tomorrow since I only work like half a day. I'll try to cut up this video and put the Art's best parts.
You gotta-
He's just dripping ranch all over himself.
In his living room. Oh my gosh. All right, so there's you and Jake.
And Jake's from Montana. He worked here during college, came back because he likes it here. Then we have Emily. She's from Idaho. She likes Hereford, so that's why she's here. Then there's me, so there's 3 hands. Then my boss and his wife. My boss does most of the commanding. He's the commander-in-chief. Then his wife bosses him around. So she's like the rich people of society. But she bosses him around and does all the book work. Then they have their daughter, which does the same stuff that us ranch hands do sometimes. Other times she's helping her mom inside and she's doing other stuff. But yeah, so then we have like different people that come out and help us throughout the year on busy weeks. And then like during sale week, we have a bunch of people that have worked for us in the past. They come back because it's sale week. It's important to everybody. They come back and help, and we have our family members come out and help. My coworkers' family members come out and help. Not mine. But yeah, there's sometimes can be a lot of people out there working. Other times it can just be me.
So when you're not working for your boss, how often are you working on your family's ranch?
On my days off, I usually go out there.
How often do you get a day off?
January, this last month, I had 5 days off out of the 31 days, so that was cool.
Nice.
This month I am on track. I guess it's only the 4th of February, but I'm still on track to getting 0, so that's expected because it's calving. Then in March, I'll probably get 1 off after the sale, so March 25th. And then I might catch another one before the end of the month, so I might get 2 in March. And sometimes when I do get a day off, I will not tell anybody and just sleep all day. That's my usual deal I do.
Yeah. That's good.
What the fuck are you doing? What? What the hell is that?
Ranch.
He picked it up and I knew he was going to.
What? No. Why would you do that?
Because I had hot sauce in my mouth still.
Did you see that, Zach? What the hell? We need to start posting these videos so our listeners can see, because Art literally just started drinking ranch. Had like
Ranch
you know when you drink milk, you got those got milk commercials?
Yeah.
He had like the fucking ranch going across his lip. That was awesome.
Oh. Okay, I'm good. I'm good now. Oh,
And now
shit.
I don't know where he went.
I don't know.
Oh, he's back.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So I forgot what we were talking about.
You were talking about my days off. You guys would pay attention.
yeah.
Stop watching me.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. Days off.
Got us flustered.
I usually do that to guys for some reason.
Oh shit. Well,
We're,
so that's good.
we're supposed to be coming at Art with hard hitting questions, agriculture questions, getting him flustered. he takes a drink of ranch, and now we don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
Railed. So do the wards do a branding then, since you guys sell, or how does that work out?
Some registers herds won't sell their stuff with brands on it
Mm-hmm.
because that specific cow could go to the show.
Right.
Some shows don't like brands on them.
Yeah.
Just because it takes away from the hide.
Mm-hmm.
But at Ned and Jan's, we brand everything because we run across a good part of Sheridan counties and now a good part of Bighorn County, Montana. And we don't want people rustling.
Right.
And so we brand every calf. And we do that. Like last year we did a group right the day after the sale, which was not fun because I was ultra hungover.
Well,
Keep them coming, boys. You guys suck.
we suck.
Now ask me questions.
I'm still thinking about the ranch thing. Like, I don't know if I can ask another question the rest of this interview.
Why?
Man, I don't know. You're a character, Art. That's for sure.
I think with that, unless do you have any more questions about ranching this time of year or anything?
I don't. I mean, we've asked him. We had him on midsummer, 2 summers ago, talk about ranching. At that time. So, in terms of the winter, early spring, not really.
Yeah. So, along the lines of Art's a character, our viewers' favorite, a lot of our viewers, it's been brought to me, their favorite part of this show
All
was
three of
you
you?
and Boy coming on and doing tractor thoughts. So, I don't know if you're not on a tractor that much nowadays, I assume, but what got any tractor thoughts for us?
Yeah, I've been saving them up for the last couple months.
The last couple months?
Well, I haven't been actually like few months. It's been September 15th is my first entry in the diary.
How come you never send those to the group chat?
Because they're a surprise. I want to fluster you with them right now.
Okay.
All right. So September 15th, 2020. Hog farmers is the note in my diary. And so let me get you started. So I judged through college, so I traveled to different places and looked at their cattle as practice or their livestock as practice, not just cows. So we'd go to hog farmers places that are making show ready, go to the big shows with these hogs, like breeding them to that and everything. Well, damn near every single one of them either wore bibs or swimming trunks. Okay?
The farmers?
The hog farmers. So if you're a hog farmer, you're 50% likely to be either wearing bib overalls, big denim bib overalls. There are pictures of Earl on the internet with them on and everything.
Yeah.
Or the other half of them will be wearing swimming trunks. That just tells you both of those. The bibs are like normal, like hog farmers, old fashioned. Then you get the swimming trunk guys that are just like weird as fuck. Okay, weird as fuck. You show up to their places and it's like crazy. Like you don't know what you're gonna see. But it all depends off what they wear. Like the bibs, you go there and it's conventional, everything's cleaned up. You go to the swimming trunk hog farmer's place and you don't know what the hell's going on. Nothing at all.
So
So that was
September
just
15th. That was like hunting season. What made you? Were you like in the wilderness area just thinking of that?
I killed my elk 5 days before that.
Oh,
So I was already back at work. I was in September. I would have been out. I think we did a third cutting right after I came back from elk hunting season. It was out baling hay.
so what made you think of hog farmers and swimming trunks?
You know, I was listening to the market reports at 12:30 in the afternoon, because that's when they do it on 1410, Sheridan's Worst Radio. And but they gave me the market reports, and I got to I just was thinking about hogs, and then that came to mind. I was like,
Nice.
And then it's always been a correlation in my mind, but that day I must have really thought about it hard to enter it in my diary.
Yeah.
All right, and September 15th must have been a really long day because I have a second one from that day. Now, I'll tell you how this thought originated. So I was haying along in my tractor, and a damn bee flew on my window. And at that time the bee flew on my window, I was thinking about milk. I wonder if bees' milk tastes like honey. Has a little tint of honey in it.
Isn't that what?
That's a question for you boys to answer now.
Can you milk
I'd
a
say
bee?
yes. What?
I don't know.
Like, can you milk a queen bee? I don't think so.
I have no idea.
I would just say like the closest thing a bee has to milk is honey.
Right.
But in the bee movie, they gave him honey.
Yeah.
But is the bee movie really real?
Yeah.
That's
The
another
cartoon bee movie is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Bee movie.
Yeah.
B-E-E movie.
Yeah, for children. Yeah. It's pretty spot on. I would say that movie's like they did their research.
Yeah, they went around and interviewed every hive in L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are nuts.
All right. What else you got?
For us?
Okay, we got bee honey out of the way. All right. December 12th. Or December 11th, sorry, my bad. December 11th. Porcupine sex is the topic. Anybody can get a guess on what the question is? How do porcupines have sex?
Because they'd stick each other with their
Yeah,
pills.
it'd be a little prickly. You think that's why you always get a grumpy male porcupine, not a female one, because he's always pissed off because he hadn't had sex?
Probably. That'd be my best guess.
Not
Can they I mean, are those prills released automatically or
No.
do they release them like with like how I could flick you with my finger? Do they release a prill when somebody's close?
They release
Maybe
a
they-
prill. Like
Maybe
when
a porcupine could like get close and then it could in its mind just not send the prills,
So, like about October last year, my mom had asked me a question because we saw a porcupine. She goes, I was over there and she's like, Dylan, watch out, they'll shoot you. I was like, no, Mom, they don't shoot you. That's just a common myth. The porcupines did not shoot you with quills. The way they get quills in you is brushing up against them and just catching them all. Or like when a coyote would come in to grab it, they'd stick their nose in it. Like that's just they just catch when you touch it, basically. And so they don't just blow up their quills. That'd be crazy to see. That'd be wonderful to watch in nature.
So, Zach, you look like you're pondering. What's your thoughts on this question?
You want me to repeat the question? Zach,
No,
you look a
I
little
got it.
confused.
I got it. I'm wondering how bored you must get in those damn tractors, dude.
Well, I mean, it's an honest question. It's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a scientist one day. Mark my words.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about the real issues here on the Rendezvous. Good. I mean, you're right. That's an interesting question. So.
All right. So, this was last month. Honestly, probably almost 2 weeks ago today. January 23rd, 2021. So, here it is. Here's the thought. It's when human females are pregnant, doctors say eat spicy foods, eat hot sauce, eat stuff with hot sauce, because they'll make the kid come out faster.
I don't think
That's what
that's
I've heard.
true.
I've
No,
never.
that's what I've heard. I mean, God damn it, that's true.
Okay.
What's in my head is true. So I was thinking about calling Tabasco Company and ordering like a jet tanker full of hot sauce to throw on my haystack of Tabasco to put on my haystack. So when I go grind up that hay for the cows, they'll have it. They'll eat the hot sauce and they'll pop out their calves a lot faster. That was just my idea. I thought that was like a good invention. I could like charge people to dump Tabasco on their haystacks.
I would love to see that.
I could imagine how many angry rednecks there would be that would be pissed that we were wasting Tabasco on hay.
I would just love to see how cows would react with
Yeah, that'd
hot
be
sauce
cool
in
too.
their mouth.
That would be
I mean,
cool.
yeah. Yeah. Well, try it. Try it and find out.
I'll just get one cow and give her a bottle of Tabasco every morning and see what happens.
Maybe try it on one of your family cows and not one of your boss's cows.
My bosses I don't own, so it's not like I'll lose money on it. So you know where I'll be.
Except when you get fired.
You could probably come up with like a dietary supplement, maybe.
Yeah,
Of
like a
it's
lick,
just like
a
pure
lick,
Tabasco, and then it just dissolves in the stomach.
Be nuts.
No, but the whole point of giving the cow Tabasco sauce is to see it freak out.
No.
You just wait
Yeah,
about 20 minutes, and it'll dissolve in that stomach, and it'll start freaking out for sure.
But that is the latest tractor thought I've had. It's been kind of busy, so I haven't really just had time to sit and ponder stuff.
Yeah.
And if I did, I forgot about what I wrote down in the diary, so I deleted it. And I just write down the topic and then figure I can remember it when I get on next time, but sometimes it's a long time before I get back on the pod.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to have you on more often. This is good.
Yeah,
Maybe we should just
I'm gonna
like
pass
have a
my
clip of him every week, like a tractor thought of the week, and we just add that clip into the. That's what we should do.
Yeah, post it on our social media or something.
Yeah, me sit like you have my webcam and I like go change outfits one night. You record one outfit with one question and one outfit with another. Post the video. That'd be kind of fucking funny.
Work girl in there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure when Jason gets back from basic training, he's gonna have some basic thoughts.
He's already done with basic training. He's at AIT,
Oh.
you fools.
Yeah, but we didn't hear any of his basic thoughts yet, and he's got EIT, and then he's going to RASP, so I'm sure he'll have plenty of time to just stand there and think.
I think Butch always has had basic thoughts. Just saying.
I was thinking of when I was hunting this year, I was thinking of some hunting outdoors thoughts. just sitting underneath a tree. I didn't have the brains about me like Art did to write them down, but
Sometimes you gotta be bold, but you gotta be smart.
yeah. Well,
That's a great place to end it.
I was gonna say final thoughts, but that is a great place to end it.
Sometimes you gotta be bold to be smart. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Good. I
Quote
like
of
it.
the week. Well, we'll see you next time on the Rendezvous.